Hi there, thanks for joining me. I'm Jessie Chahel. You're watching the Midday Update Friday's edition as we aim to round up all trending news and the big stories of the week. But also another big area of discussion is big data. To help us understand and make sense of data in today's business landscape, joining me via Skype as well from the comforts of home, but still working, Prashant Saxena, Essentia's Head of Insights Asia. Hi, Prashant. Thanks for joining me today. How are you doing in this third wave that we're all going through right now?
Thanks for having me, Jesse. And yeah, pretty good. Now things are coming back to normal, and we are looking at the positive aspect of this recovery. And lots of things to talk about, as well as talk about how things are going to open up and share more on how big data can help organizations.
Absolutely, and that brings me to my first question. Perhaps you could give us a better understanding of your role as a head of insights, and what are some of the areas in which Essentia tries to make sense of this data, some of the methods perhaps?
Sure. So I look after a diverse team of 70 plus analysts and data scientists across the Southeast Asia region. And together as a team, what we do is we look at these complex business issues of our clients, whether it's in marketing department, comms, or research departments. And then we try to understand that what is it that requires from a data aspect to solve this challenging issue. And this is where we bring together multi-data sets, various methodologies, with the final aim of solving that client issue. So that's in a nutshell what my role is.
Right. And so you say insights is generally considered the heartbeat of all media intelligence businesses, particularly media intelligence businesses, or have we come to the point where insights and big data really are part of almost now becoming the backbone of any business?
Yes, you're right. So insight is agnostic of departments because the word insight is all about something which brings inspiration to people. They haven't heard about it before. And now it's all about how can they take action from this new information they got. What lies behind is all the data and methodologies and sort of frameworks. But let's focus on the end goal, right? So insight is agnostic of all the departments, whether you're sitting in comms, marketing, consumer insights, or you're sitting in HR department or corporate reputation or strategy. So when you bring this all together, it's about that data has to be liberated and data has to go in the fact of helping clients or stakeholders take some action. And
I
that's
just
the
want to
whole
jump in
mantra
here,
behind.
Prashant, because one question that pops to mind is that how do we ensure, how do you sieve through and filter through all this data to ensure what you have is accurate, is the right information, and also to a certain extent verified?
Yeah, right. So if you look at fake news, trolls, or even social media conversation, there's a lot of noise out there. And this is where you need to have a blend of technology as well as human context. So technology is all about the AI and machine learning capabilities that organizations have these days, but then that's not enough. Even if you're looking at the best of AI out there, you still need that human context on what are people saying and why they are saying that. And this is where you have to blend the two to ensure that you cut out the noise and you get the insight out of it.
Right. Okay. So moving on from that, though, what would you say are some of Insight's USP, unique selling points, Prashant?
All right. So the first thing depends on the people, right? So we are a diverse team of analysts. And when I say diverse, we are talking about various backgrounds. We have people right from data science, stats to arts and comms. So it's a really good blend of arts and science. Then we talk about what's the future of research, and we have set our insights team a decade back. So what's the future of research and how are we constantly pushing our boundaries? So that makes us quite different in the sense that we have been in the business and we understand that what are the kind of sources you need to look at to push the boundary. The third thing
But
is all about the awards
furthering
that
that, Prashant, perhaps you could share with us some of the hurdles or obstacles that you've been facing in terms of how you get this information. How do you stay ahead of the game, knowing that perhaps there are other players as well? What really separates Insights from the rest of its competition?
All right, so let's talk about media intelligence for a minute. So media intelligence is nothing but listening, right? So you are looking at what journalists are talking about your brand and what consumers are talking about it. With this listening comes a lot of noise, and this is where Insight separates itself because insight is distilled data, which is made meaningful for you. Now, if you start to distill the data and make it more meaningful, this is where you have to separate iCynthia from competition. We have high regards for some of our competitors and they're doing a great job. So it's all about what are we trying to focus on as the end result. Now, if you look at, let's say, COVID, right, and things have been disrupted. So insight starts to help on when things start to open up, what are the most organic consumer conversations that happened on social media and how does it benefit brand? Cut out all the clutter, cut out the noise and focus on what is the recommendation and how can I take action from it.
Very simply put, we've heard words, big data and AI, machine learning, the future of research. But very simply put, if you could, Prashant, how do these findings actually help propel an organization or a business, especially also now in that noisy, area or sphere of social media?
All right. I'll give you an example of our client, Plus Highways. And Plus, we recently won a global award with them, and this was all over in the media. Now, how we are helping Plus Highways is understanding their corporate reputation. And the way in which we are doing is we are looking at mainstream media, social media. We are even conducting surveys to understand that what is it that people expect out of Plus, and then what do these insights help them improve in future. So very simply put, insight is all about not a report that's sitting at your desk, but something that people at Plus are taking action on and winning awards, at the same time looking after the consumers or people who use the highways.
Fantastic. Sounds like a recipe for success to me. Now, of course, iCynthia has been the leading brand in this area of business and recently won multiple awards. You mentioned one award earlier. Please tell us a little bit more about the details of these awards.
Oh, the lists are long, but I'll start with the Oscars first. So in our industry, the Oscar awards are the AMEC awards. And AMEC is the global body for measurement of communications. Every year, these awards are being done all over the world. This time, because of pandemic, it was all virtual. So AMEC awards are a testament for any media intelligence and research company that the measurement is at a global standard. And that's the benefit that the clients get out of it, because when you're looking at a global framework applied in a local context with the power of AI and human context, it starts to make sense. The other awards, which are more of Emmys and the regional Oscars, we recently won the Marquis Award with the Marketing Interactive, as well as we also have some more awards coming from our Australia side. So yeah, lots and lots to talk about, but more importantly, the case studies and the impact we are making, and awards are just a testament of that.
Right, I would agree with you. It is the impact that you are creating. Of course, if you're out there watching us and you're thinking about learning more about iCynthia, of course, you can log on to their website, www.icynthia.com, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, where they are also very active there. Prashant, before I let you go, what would you like to say to one who perhaps is considering taking up the services of iCynthia, particularly insights, as they look to up their game and monitor what's going on, in terms of their brand and reputation and presence out there?
So it's a good question, and it's all about disruption. Now, as we start to recover and go out there, a lot of business models were disrupted before, and now it's all about what are consumer behavior changing. Now, the way in which iCynthia Insights can help, it's all about organic data. Consumers actually don't know what they want if you ask them in a survey, because they don't know whether they're going to take a plane tomorrow or not.
Right.
So look at the organic data and then try to uncover what insight is for you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Prashant. That's all the time we have on the clock today. Once again, the website is on the screen right here, icynthia.com, and on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. Check it out and learn more about how media intelligence can help your organization. Prashant, thank you very much. Hello to everyone back at iCynthia, and we hope to see you again. Stay safe in the meantime.